This is a Hope 103.2 podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Troubleshooting. Hello, Sam. That is me. And Jay, hello.
That is me.
And Sharma.
Yeah, that has to be me.
That is
it's
you.
It's process of elimination, yeah.
There's only three of us in the room. Guys, so good to be in here with you again for another episode. I've got some really cool things that I've been trying at home with AI, and I know that the AI icky,
yeah,
whatever.
Very icky.
It is
Disgusting.
very icky. It is. Everyone hates it, but
I've
love
lost
it.
respect.
I'm trying.
Truly the duality of person.
Great. Well, that divisive comments coming your way, listener. But that's going to be talking about some stuff that I've been trying at home in my own little setup. Jay, what do you got today?
I'm going to be talking about web privacy, because I'm just going to keep beating this drum until people listen.
Okay, cool. So this is just like the same as every other podcast episode we've done so far. And Sharma, what are you going on about today?
I'm going to be talking about social media because that's all I care about. No, specifically my beef with Elon Musk because he's decided to bring back Vine.
Sure.
But like not well.
Checks out.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I have very mixed feelings about this.
Well, it really seems like we've got the trifecta of AI, web privacy, and social media.
Oh, I thought you were going to say AI, web privacy, and Elon Musk.
Well, I mean, Elon Musk, and it's kind of like, yeah, any topic is basically Elon Musk at some level. All right, well, I'm going to start off with my topic, guys, if that's okay. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
If you say
Go
no,
on.
I'm going to talk anyway. You can't stop me.
Okay.
Sorry, Jay.
You're not my boss.
We're
Start.
we're equal collaborators
Talk.
here. I am
Sharma is your boss. Just telling you to hurry
Sorry,
up.
Sharma. Well, you actually got me a hot chocolate before, and it's fantastic. Thank you again for that,
You're
by the way.
so welcome.
I felt so awkward
you
asking.
don't know what I put in it.
She slaved over that by pressing the button on the hot
Yeah,
You
what-
really
chocolate
chose
machine.
that. That was your word choice.
So, my topic is potentially a little bit boring and dry.
Oh,
so
no, like
I'm
you.
gonna... She's on fire today.
I am.
This is what happens when you don't get up at 4 a.m.
So I'm going to try to keep it pretty like tight and loose. Tight and loose is too... I'm going to try...
Start, Sam.
I'm starting. So AI is taking everyone's jobs, and I'm trying to take our jobs with AI. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to be obsolete by next episode, hopefully.
Slay.
I thought we were already obsolete by last episode.
We are always obsolete. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do this in a way that is like not just giving our information, my information, everyone's information just to these big companies. Trying to do it locally at my own home.
You just want our information for yourself.
Absolutely, I am the new OpenAI. But no, what I'm doing is our episodes that we record for troubleshooting, we kind of it's fairly free flowing. We don't necessarily have a script. We have ideas and we have things that we want to talk about.
And we start talking and see if we actually get on top of any of those.
Exactly right, as you can tell by the beginning of my topic. So what I want to do is figure out how to get an AI model to both transcribe our audio into text and then use that as a database to be like, what have we spoken about? And then we can query it to be like, hey, what are some topics that we've already spoken about? Here's some things we've spoken about. But then also provide it like the resources that we get in the background from all of our websites that we look through. And obviously we review those before we feed it to this model. It then ingests that. So it knows what we have said. It knows what information we're looking at. And it also knows the tone of our podcast. And so it can kind of give general guidelines and principles for what we should talk about, what we shouldn't talk about. And obviously it wouldn't be like a blindly accepting and listening to what it says, because I think that's a really dumb idea. Mm-hmm. But I was like, this is an interesting use case for AI. And I'll tell you how it's gone so far. Terribly.
Why is that?
Wait, sorry, before you get into why.
Yes.
There is most definitely an AI model or something that can already do all of that.
Oh, yeah.
So why do you want to do that yourself?
Well, you have to pay for it, first of all. I'm trying to do everything open source, so it's free.
You cheapo.
Sorry. Sorry. Free as in I'd have to pay for the licensing for the software.
But you are burning the trees.
Absolutely. I'm still
He's rather than just some other company is contributing to climate change.
He
He's doing it all himself.
personally burn the
but
trees.
I have to use my own electricity, so I actually have to pay for it.
Okay.
So it's not some other
it's not
company.
free.
It's not free. I'm actually paying for the electricity to run my own server because it's my own server at my own home.
Yeah.
So I've paid for the hardware, the physical computer. I've also paying for the electricity cost. So there's an incentive for me to be efficient with the way that I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So But the reason why I'm not using other services is because you have to pay for it, and also because the information is no longer yours. It's whatever the agreement that you sign with that company when you use their service. That's what happens with the data.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's try to keep it closed box. Everything that we make is what we keep, and we just use that little model. But it's going really badly, mostly because I don't know what I'm doing.
Sam, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Are you an AI engineer?
Define engineer. And,
Have you... Are you any form of engineer?
yes, technically, but no.
Have you much experience with building AI models?
No.
Have you considered just asking ChatGPT to build you an AI model and then seeing what happens after that?
I have.
Because I've seen people do that and it never works.
That feels like cheating the system.
Yeah, I have tried to use ChatGPT to like generate some general principles, like prompt guidelines, which is really funny that you're asking an AI to create prompt guidelines for an AI.
Yeah.
Did you start with the 3 laws of robotics?
I did not. So, oh my goodness, once it grows legs and arms,
It
it's
will
coming
kill
for me.
you.
Yes.
What?
Oh, there's the 3 laws of robotics. Essentially, don't hurt people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like...
I don't really want to know. I don't,
A robot
We can leave
cannot
it there.
harm a human. They can't allow a human to come to harm by inaction, and then it must protect itself at all costs, except for human life.
Just watch iRobot with Wilson.
I
Fisk.
have.
Oh, then
Great movie.
Yeah, well,
That's the 3 laws of robotics there, with other things around it. But that's basically it.
Oh, but then okay, no, let's not get into that. Sorry, you go.
So yeah, it turns out I'm not very good at being an AI engineer, and what I've found really challenging is you can obviously ask an AI a question and then it will respond to you, but what AI has underneath that is prompt instructions, like the AI model should behave in a certain way. And so what I've tried to do is make our AI model be like, this is troubleshooting, this is the podcast. Your entire purpose is to be a super producer that does a whole bunch of stuff for us.
We already have
Are
a
you
super
trying to get rid of
producer.
Ben?
No, I mean, we're trying to get rid of all of us. So
Award-winning executive producer Ben McKecken
Award-winning.
would be very upset with you. How many awards has your robot won?
Exactly.
so far, none.
And how many do you think it will win? I can tell you, 0.
Okay.
I'm just not going to nominate it for anything.
But this raises an interesting question: is even if I manage to get this thing to work and be somewhat useful, like it's not actually going to replace any of us. I was being silly about that, by the way. But
Until you figure out how to trap our voice prints.
I've already done that, my friend.
There's an AI that can definitely do that.
Yeah, no, there is. Neither of you are real right now. You're both AI. You know that.
That'd be a fun experiment. Do a fully AI episode, see if anyone notices.
They will notice. They will
This
notice.
one seems a little bit less chaotic. It must be robots.
Yep. No, this one's definitely real people.
Yeah.
It's already gone off the train tracks many times. But yeah, I don't think even if I got it to be a point that it was good at what it was doing, I wouldn't use it to replace anyone that's involved in the production of our podcast.
Why not?
Because like I would still want to vet it. I wouldn't trust it inherently. Like if it gave me an answer, I would need to look at the sources and verify that the information it's providing is accurate. But what it would be really useful for is just being like, what have we spoken about this topic before? Oh, we have. We spoke about it 6 episodes ago, and this is what we were talking about. That is really useful. That's just providing more context around our conversations. It's enhancing what we do in terms of production. It's not replacing anything. But yeah, I don't think it would ever... Like if even something that you build yourself, I don't think that it would be good enough to replace anyone that's involved in this monstrosity of a podcast.
Are you saying we're better than robots?
I'm saying that you specifically, Jay, are
Wow, way
wonderful.
to shade Sharma right now.
I know.
I didn't get to Sharma
Why
yet.
why am I catching strays?
You're both fantastic at the work that you do.
But Jay is obviously better.
Different.
Why would you say I'm obviously better?
Because that's what he was implying.
That is what he was implying.
Yeah. But okay.
I feel like I can feel you staring at me. I'm sorry.
Can you see us staring at
I'm
you?
excited to see how this AI goes.
This is not a visual medium at the moment. So no, the listener. There we go. Off the rails
All right,
again.
so you're not replacing anyone yet.
No, but-
Until you go mad with power.
Yeah, so then what was the purpose of making it?
Well, it's a learning experience, like to figure out how you actually make this thing work.
Why?
Because I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't ask the hard questions.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm just trying stuff.
Yeah.
There's all of these amazing tools that are being produced for us.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are free at the moment. So why not try to just make
I
stuff?
thought you said they were
for us?
paid. That's
Sorry.
why you're making your own.
I should emphasize I should elaborate on my question. Like, what is the purpose?
The purpose.
Yes.
of
the AI
Life.
that you're creating.
to try to help us produce better shows. Because
Yeah, we desperately need that.
Yeah, we really do need that help.
Would that not then strip the show of a level of authenticity?
I think, this is where I'm wondering about the lines of should I use this even if it becomes a reality? And I think it'll be part novelty and be like, hey guys, look at the thing that I've made. It can do these things.
Okay.
And then be like, is this actually useful or not?
Yeah.
Because I think you can use AI tools in a way that doesn't strip away the originality or the authenticity of something. You can, let's be honest, it's used everywhere already.
Yes.
And we haven't been like, all of these things have lost their authenticity.
No, some of them have.
Well, some of them
Many
have.
of them have.
But I don't think that that's necessarily due to AI. I suspect that that's due to crippling capitalism on our late-stage society. That's too dark, is it?
That was very
that was
dark.
perfectly put. I loved that.
Okay.
I hated that.
The optimist versus the cynic.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just something that I'm playing around with. I'm having a bit of fun with it. And watch this space because you might have no job soon. I'm going to take over with AI.
You know what? Say less. I don't enjoy working.
So you
I have no notes.
Have my job now.
if we could just produce podcasts without having to do anything, how good would that be?
Right?
We just ask ChatGPT to make us a new podcast.
Vine is on its way back.
Vine is on its way back, and I've got issues with it.
Okay.
Yes, Elon Musk. Okay, so I've got beef with Elon Musk for many reasons. The first being he ruined Twitter.
What is
back in
Vine?
the day, Vine is this 7-second social media app where you post 7-second videos. It was like the predecessor of TikTok, I would say. It was TikTok before TikTok, but like in 7 seconds. So you had to be like peak funny or like peak entertainment to get anyone's attention. But Elon Musk, he bought Twitter, or which he now calls it X.
Yeah.
I will never call it X because it's Twitter.
Yeah.
He's ruined that. But unfortunately, before Vine was discontinued, Twitter had actually bought Vine. So it's technically Elon Musk's as well.
Oh.
So he's decided to bring it back as this thing called Grok Imagine.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So in the place of the 7-second videos or like just regular Vines, it's creating AI to like generated content. Which is yucky. Like, why? The magic of Vine was its spontaneity. It was the fact that, you get little slices of life. You get someone who makes like the most random like 7-second clip. But if you're doing Grok Imagine, you're going to have to type out what the AI should do. Like that takes away the humor.
That was so when TikTok first came out, other than bullying people for watching videos of like kids dancing.
Yeah.
My big beef with TikTok over Vine was the fact that Vine felt more like, a lot of the ones that I never had a Vine account or anything. I never actually used the app. I just watched compilation videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the ones that I watched, there was a chaotic energy to them. It was literally like a 1 or 2 shot, like record, smash them together, upload. It felt like it was all being done on your phone.
Yeah.
It was all just like chaotic uni students doing stuff in between classes, that sort of stuff. TikTok had this professionalism about it, and it
Very
wasn't
polished.
it was too polished. Vine was like this raw, like ridiculous thing, and that most of the humor was just not funny. Except for it was really funny.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas TikTok, even some of the funny TikToks, they're too professional. Everyone's focused on their branding and their marketing themselves on TikTok versus Vine was just, I've got a really funny idea. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's put it on the internet.
Follow-up question on that. Do you think that's because, there's this, I feel like earlier in the lifespan of these social media platforms, the monetization aspect of it wasn't necessarily as strong as it is now.
Yeah.
And so you get a lot of people going onto these platforms with the implicit expectation that they'll be able to generate revenue and make it a job, essentially.
Yeah, Instagram used to be about I upload photos to show my friends.
Yeah.
Now it's about I'm trying to advertise my business
Yes.
or I'm trying to start a career as an
Yes.
influencer or something like that. Yeah, 100%.
So my question on that was, if Vine is this creative space that didn't really seem to have any kind of financial or marketing motives behind it.
Yeah.
TikTok seems to be the kind of the opposite, where maybe not when it started, but I feel like if you're going into social media to be a large presence in social media, there's an alternative motive, which is to just generate revenue. Or am I just reading into this from a very
Cynical.
I think you are reading a bit cynical, because the creators that I would say resonate the most with people are people that aren't intentionally trying to be famous. Like,
Sure.
they're just creating content that feels fun to them. So then it does have that level of authenticity. Whereas like when someone is trying to be famous, you can tell, there's just something about their content that's like,
unless they're really good
Yeah,
at
to be
pretending.
fair, a lot of the people who aren't, quote, trying to be famous put a lot of effort into looking like they're not trying to be famous.
but then
Just like us now, the way that we produce our podcast, we try very hard to not be famous because
Yeah.
that would be even worse if we did.
But then there are some creators who set out to be famous, but then they've just got that like charisma.
Yeah.
They've got that X factor. Like they were bound to be famous, and it makes sense that they're trying to be famous. But I feel like the ones that have resonated with me are people that are just like, chilling in their room, creating whatever content. And I don't think that you can replicate that sort of energy, or that you can capture that, type it up and be like, hey, create a video of a girl sitting in her room and talking about her crappy ex-boyfriend,
Sure.
and then get AI to generate that same like,
Well, people
Feel?
won't care.
Well,
I will care.
Well, sorry, no. People won't care about AI-generated girl sitting in her room whinging about a boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
They're
I would.
like it's the humanity in those sorts of
Yeah.
videos that make you go, oh, I'm interested in this. But as soon as you find out it's not a real person, it's instead of a teenage girl complaining about a boyfriend, it's like a 40-year-old man
Typing
trying to
it
make
up.
money. People are going to go, well, I have no reason to actually give a crap about this quote unquote person's problems, and move on. Like, it's like if he's positioning Grok to be AI Vine.
Yeah. But I also, I feel like this is just another example of Elon Musk not understanding how humans function, or like why people do the things that they do, or like why people want Twitter, why they want Vine. Like he just has his own little ideas, and then, let me not rant about him, but like he has his own little ideas, and then he's like, this is what people want. But it's like, no, this is not what we want.
Yeah.
People get onto them out of curiosity's sake, but like it's not. I don't know. This is why sometimes I'm like, maybe he isn't a real person, because why would you think that
Maybe
anyone
Grok
wants...
has been Elon Musk for this entire time.
But why would he think that anyone wants like 7-second Vine energy, but like AI generated? Like someone has to physically type it up to create that content.
Yeah.
It's just a thought,
how's it different to social media now?
Wow,
You
that
got
was
me
definitely
there.
silent.
You got me there. No, it's okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's
And I
just-
guess, I mean, like, you've both got a point. You're both making the same point from different angles, in that you're right. Like, the social media landscape that is, going to happen with AI bots just creating all the content, it's going to be terrible.
yeah.
Except for
It
the fact
already
that it's
is.
already here
Yeah.
and it's already terrible and people are already sick of it.
But people are still engaging with it because it's the
Out of
content.
habit.
It's that little dopamine hit
Okay.
they get every
Well,
time you
I
swipe.
would rather see that artificial stuff from actual human beings than
That
just.
seems like an impossibility, though. Artificial from humans.
No, as in, like, I would rather, humans be scripting their own content, and then
Someone's working hard to
Performing
make
it.
this rather than just typing into
yeah.
a computer.
like, why am I seeing computer generated images
Mhm.
when I could just have a real person do the thing,
'Cause it costs money and time, and it's faster to use AI for it.
I did
But
see
that costs money
It's faster, though.
and burns forests.
Oh, look, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate here. I completely agree with you, Sharma. I think, and with you as well, Jay, that the whole social media ecosystem at the moment is just full of AI garbage.
Yeah.
And I don't think that anyone should be implementing more AI garbage on top of this burning heap of AI garbage.
But I just think that if he wants to do the whole AI thing, don't try and market it as Vine, because it's not Vine. Don't try and write off the coattails of Vine.
But people know the name of Vine, so if
He's so confident in his product, he should be able to put it forward as just Grok Imagine, which is an ugly name, by the way. Grok? Yuck. He should just put it forward and just hope for the best. If it's so good, people will buy into it.
I mean,
I mean, that's how TikTok happened.
I'm a hater, okay? Let me just be a hater.
Okay, yes,
The optimist has turned to the cynic.
I will completely agree with everything that you've said implicitly.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Do you feel validated?
I felt validated before you agreed with me because I agree with me.
Self-worth is important. Speaking of self-worth,
Yeah, it's me. Yay! My time to talk.
Me, Mario.
It's me. All right. Sidebar. This may or may not make it into the episode. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. No, Assassin's Creed 2.
yes?
The uncle's name is Mario. And so as the plot progresses and you're cast out of town and you meet your uncle,
I haven't played the game, don't ruin the story.
it's very early on in the story.
I will
There
never
is
play
literally
the
a scene where like his uncle grabs him and is like, Ezio, come with me. And he's like, I don't know who you are. And his uncle goes, don't you recognize me? It's me, Mario. And I threw my controller at the screen when that happened. I just went, how dare you? That was so funny. Anyway, sorry. Massive tangent. Feel free to remove that from
I'm
the
going to
episode.
keep all of that in. Because we want the AI model to know that Jay has a fascination with Mario.
It's me, Luigi.
So, a few episodes ago, we talked about how innocuous data like where you live and where you spend your time, perfectly innocuous. Who need to know?
No one.
That data can be used to build a picture of you,
Yes.
and that information can be used to hurt you, a la Strava, a la all sorts of other things. And I received 2 comments one question, 1 comment. Comment was, hey, have you heard of a company called Shadow Dragon? They're literally doing that and they're making money from that. And I'm like, no, I haven't heard of that. Let me look into that more. And then the question was, what can I do as a privacy interested, but also not like an expert? I don't spend all my time Googling this sort of stuff for the heck of it. How can I actually protect myself? So, in March this year, a company called 404 Media did released their investigation into a company called Shadow Dragon.
Oh, Jay, I have a thing for you.
Fantastic.
I actually hate that. That's terrifying.
Do it again. Shadow Dragon. That's so cool. Anyway, so Shadow Dragon.
I made that for you.
Thank you. They have a tool called SocialNet, which basically it captures what's called open source intelligence. So open source
You
intelligence
mentioned this
being,
previous episode as well, didn't you?
Yes.
The idea of open source intelligence.
so it's basically information that is out there in the world
Yeah.
that on its own without context may or may not mean anything, but when you start to collate it, it starts to build that picture.
Yeah.
And so it's previously been used as like, oh, that's an interesting conversation in a newspaper about the mayor of, such and such town and some funding he suddenly received. And then you start to look at the activities of a local union, and then you build this picture and go, oh, there's corruption happening in such and such town.
Ah, yes.
When it comes to individual people, that open source intelligence that's being collated by Shadow Dragons basically builds that picture of who we are, what we do, what our interests are, what our political affiliations are, that sort of thing. So recently, for example, the United States government, I don't know if it actually came through or not, but they floated the idea of you not being granted a visa unless your Facebook profile is public and they can actually review what you're posting.
No.
Because they want to
that can't
verify.
be real.
Well, they get so many people coming into the country. Like, how are you going to review everyone?
But
They've been doing it though.
But you have to have a social media presence.
Correct.
That's ridiculous.
oh, I see.
So again,
Yeah, that
I
too.
don't know if that's actually made it through or not, but I know that idea was being floated.
I hope that fails spectacularly.
It is such a US thing to do.
And so this company, or this tool, SocialNet, this is literally how they talk about it on the website. Like most of us, criminals enjoy the benefits of online activities and social networking. SocialNet captures these digital tracks, maps against their aliases, and explores their connections in near real time to expedite your investigations and threat analysis.
See, when you say it like that, it sounds positive.
Yeah, well, when you're billing it as we're tracking cyber criminals and we're tracking actual criminals, yeah, that sounds super okay. The problem is, it's also being used to track ordinary people.
yeah.
And so the Mozilla Foundation have been doing an awareness campaign targeting brand or websites like Etsy, Reddit, Tinder, Duolingo, basically to say, hey, your platforms are being used to spy on people.
Ah, right.
And it uses a few examples. So, for example, this is off the Mozilla Foundation's website. They can use your data on GoFundMe, which is a fundraiser website,
Yep.
and Etsy, which is an online shop.
Yep.
They can use those sorts of things to indicate that you're looking to get medical bills sorted, you're having issues with legal aid, any immigration issues you're having. That can point towards somebody who is undocumented, which there's a big thing in the US about trying to get rid of all the undocumented citizens. Again, if you're on Duolingo trying to learn English, if you're on LinkedIn looking for jobs in certain industries, if you're posting reviews or you're looking at website companies on Glassdoor, that is a picture being built of somebody who may or may not have relevant qualifications in an area. Or, again, if you're trying to learn English and you have a job history that suggests that you have recently moved and are working in an industry with high rates of undocumented labour, this is, again, straight off the website.
Yep.
Again, it's pointing towards, hey, this person's probably an illegal immigrant. Get rid of them.
Oh, okay.
I hate that. I hate that.
It also
so much.
tracks a tool called Baby Center, which that just sounds horrifying.
Is this like medical health stuff again?
Probably baby
Participating in parenting or neighborhood groups can reveal the presence of children, family networks, and location data. So again, you might be really privacy conscious, but your sister-in-law's not.
Of course. Yeah,
And so your data is being revealed by conversations that your family member is having.
I remember you've actually told me this exact thing about you and your sister at some point in the past.
Yeah.
Is that either by you or her being close to each other, and I think you started getting ads for kids stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, you told me
Yeah.
that ages ago.
Well, that's tailored advertising. But then I don't like the idea that,
But it's like, how do they get that information about you?
yeah, it's like
By through what Jay's saying.
Yeah. So where I'm going with this is, like I said, the Mozilla Foundation is doing this awareness campaign. They're trying to put pressure on a lot of these companies to try and encourage them to, because things like Strava, Duolingo, you want to share your achievements. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, look, I aced the French beginners course, or look at me, I did this mad marathon. You want that information to be public. You want that so that, well, not necessarily public, but again, on its own, you may want that information to be freely available.
Yeah.
So Mozilla is trying to encourage these companies to have those services freely available for the people who want to use them that way, but also by default have them locked down so that people who don't realize that their information is freely available on the internet are protected. What this means for the individual, there is a list of at least 30 key websites that Mozilla has flagged based on their various sites. If you are interested in locking down or trying to protect yourself a little bit better, locking down, I mean, I don't know if you're a political dissident or an anarchist or you just a mum of three who doesn't want
I'm all
her
three
kids'
of
details.
those.
You're a mum of
especially
three.
the mum of three.
I retract my statement.
Wherever you sit on the surveillance landscape, there is. So if you go to mozillafoundation.org, we'll put a direct website in the show notes. There is a list of at least 30 different services that you probably use that you should just go over the privacy settings for. And then 404 Media, the actual article that they've released is a paid article, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You can look at the first couple of things. But they do have a spreadsheet, which is linked on the Mozilla Foundation's website, that has all of the services. There's more than 200, so it's a bit of a list, and you probably aren't going to be in all of them. I don't, for example, have any information in the 4chan archives.
That's an old
But
What's 4chan?
no, we're not going down that
No.
rabbit hole.
Okay.
old internet, bad internet.
So yeah, if you are like the person who came to me with a question about how to protect yourself, that's not a terrible place to start.
Well, good on the Mozilla Foundation for actually finding this out and providing resources for us.
Yeah. And I mean, look, that's their bread and butter. For those who aren't aware, Mozilla obviously makes Mozilla Firefox, the Chromium alternative.
That's why the name sounded
That's why the name's familiar, yes.
Okay.
So yeah, they position Firefox as a Chrome or Chromium alternative. So not Google Chrome, not Microsoft Edge, not Apple Safari. It's its own thing. It's private. It works differently to the other browsers.
Yeah.
But yeah, their main focus is on privacy and on internet freedom.
Yep.
So yeah,
I know
so
that
good
much
on
about
them.
Yeah. But yes, this does make me think about all of the services that I use either knowingly or unknowingly,
Yeah.
and how much information of mine is just floating in the ether.
And the profile it's created of you.
Yeah, and I do know that there's services, and I'm not going to name these services, that say that they scrub the internet of your personal information.
Yes.
I have problems with that because I don't think that it's possible to remove as much as they say that they remove. And I think that there's really no alternative method for preventing information from getting out than just either A, not using the services, but then you're living a pretty terrible digital life, or B, doing what Jay's suggesting and going and looking through all of these privacy settings and trying to lock down your personal information to all of these services as much as possible. But I don't know. That seems like a lot of effort, and I like the ads that I get on Facebook. It's fun.
I don't like the. I don't look
No,
at the ads on
neither.
Facebook.
So I was being silly. I hate,
Oh,
I
okay.
hate the ads. They
Okay.
are so annoying.
You need to deliver that better.
I love the ads that I get on social media.
Do you now?
No,
I was setting up a computer for someone the other day, just like in my normal day-to-day job.
that sounds unlike you, Jay.
And I went on the internet for the first time without an ad blocker in years.
Yeah.
I did not realize just how annoying ads
Yeah.
have gotten.
Yeah.
Like I live in this little bubble where I don't really know what information they have on me out there because I don't see the ads anymore. It's all blocked. And my word, I love my little bubble, and I was very angry to have been outside it for even a second.
Is this like ignorance is bliss type thing?
I'm not sure because it does make me nervous. Like, what do they know about me
because
that I don't know about?
Because you are using the services. Have you gone through the security settings?
What it does mean is what information they have been able to glean about me is kind of funny. So
Sure.
similar to Sharma's story, hanging out with her sister, and now she's getting all sorts of baby ads. I got lots of baby ads for a while because I went to a baby shop. I think it was like Baby Kingdom or
Congratulations.
thing. I didn't buy a baby at the time.
No.
They
is
were
that
too
where they-
expensive.
Oh, that's where they get them from.
I thought
You
you'd
have
know. You're a
three.
mother of three.
Yeah.
But because I went to this baby shop, I started getting lots of baby ads in Facebook for a long time.
Turn off your
Wait, so is
location
that
tracking.
location? Oh,
Well, that's the thing. Location tracking was turned off, wasn't it, Samuel?
they
was
heard
it?
you say
Yeah.
the word baby. That's what it was.
No, because
No.
my microphones are all off as well.
Because your wife?
Yeah, I reckon it's either my wife's location is
Was
on,
on.
and because we have the same IP address on our home Wi-Fi,
Yes.
it connects that dot and
Yeah.
goes blah. Or B, because I have a different service that I discovered was feeding Facebook my data. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember being very angry about it. That had location tracking on because it needed it for that service. So I no longer use that service anymore.
Wait, question. Why is it so bad for them to know this information to then give targeted ads to you? Like,
Because
wouldn't
I
you
don't
rather?
want them to.
No, but wouldn't you rather get ads for things that you would actually want?
No, I would rather not get ads at
I
all.
would rather only be advertised to when I choose to engage with advertisement.
Yeah. I don't like people telling me what to buy. If I want to buy a pram, I will
Yeah.
go and do the research to buy the pram. I don't want to be getting ads for different prams.
You need new
But if
shoes,
they're already
Jay.
going to be giving you ads,
No, I don't. They're just dirty.
if they're already going to be giving you ads, why not just, have tailored ads?
And this is the argument that people will have is that, like, if you're going to be using these things, you might as well just use them and accept
Yeah.
the fact that you're going to get these ads. And
Yeah.
at least they're personalised to me. I reckon that's just a way for you to justify the huge amount of personal information that people are giving up.
But, like-
Yeah.
the problem is that as an individual,
Yeah.
it's problematic. But then you look at an entire country or society or certain demographics of people that might be trying to get into countries because they need to get jobs or they need to get out of persecution from wherever they are.
Okay.
All of a sudden, it becomes a much bigger problem that you can categorize people and push them aside
Yeah,
or
okay.
treat them differently because of the internet habits that they've got.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking advertisement. That's not really...
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
using it to sell advertisements for us, but they're still building a profile on me. And it may be as generic as, 25 to 30-year-old white male, likes technology, shops at, BCF and Coles. And sure, that all unto itself, again, fairly innocuous. You add that into a few more profiles, you get some more information into that. And then all it takes is whoever has this information gets hacked. Like
Yeah.
with the Cambridge Analytica scandal a little while ago, they were taking information out of people's Facebook and then that information got leaked. And a lot of people were making money off of that because they were involved in that. Pick any number of hacks that have happened in Australia's history where they've got personal information about me floating all over the internet.
All of them.
Yeah. So yes, the advertisements, I have a problem with the advertisements, but it's that building that profile that I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
because that information is then now could be used for other things other than just selling me advertisements. So I'd rather they just didn't build that profile on me at all.
So it sounds like, well, I think you've given the best thing for us to actually do something about is check the show notes. There's a link, takes you to the Mozilla article, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can go through if you choose to and tighten down your security settings and your privacy settings.
And thank you, Mum, for asking that question.
Yes, great question.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, mums. We love our mums.
We love mums.
No, we love Jay's mum specifically.
Specifically thanks, Sharma.
Yeah.
What's your mum's name?
I'm not telling you my mum's name.
What's her maiden name?
Yes.
What was the name of my first dog? And what is the street that I grew up on? Damn it, Sharma's been tracking me, hasn't she?
It's not the internet you
you're
have to
worried
worry
about the
about.
wrong
It's
thing.
just Sharma you have to worry about.
Oh, that's why she's trying to convince me to let ads. She wants the data.
Well, look, guys, I think we need to finish this show up today because I need to go and change some privacy settings on my internet. Thank you so much for chatting today about all of the things. Let's hope that Vine comes back not as Grok AI.
Yeah, no.
Let's hope that we don't replace ourselves with my awful AI invention.
Absolutely not.
And let's hope that Jay is... people heed his warning. Hear his warning.
He and he'd.
Heed. Yes, thank you. And do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And dear listener, just like Jay's mum, if you have a question about technology that you want us to answer, leave us a comment. If you know us personally, come and speak to us. Otherwise, the best way to get to us is to either leave a comment on the podcast or go to the hope1032.com.au website and leave a comment on our podcast. And while you're there, you can also check out some really other good podcasts from Hope Media. I tell you, I know a good one that's coming out soon. Money, Faith and Finance by super producer Ben McKecken.
Award-winning super producer.
Award-winning.
And Grandparenthood.
And Grandparenthood.
And Following the Chosen.
And Following
He's
the
got his
Chosen.
finger in
Is that
many
coming out?
pies.
Yeah.
Yeah, my goodness. He's really super. But until next time, bye.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
I was about to say stay frosty. It is winter after all.
Oh, my goodness. I will see you next time. Bye.
Hope 1032. Thanks for listening.